Alright, I'm making this video to show the problems that I was having with installing the SK Underglow kit on this '06 Electra Glide. Overall, the kit to me is the best kit on the market. I was using the Op7 brand of Underglow kits, but that kit was good. But the SK Glow kit, the lights are brighter. Um, you get these little pods also with the kit that you can put around, whatever car, bike, or truck, whatever you're doing. This kit, the SK kit, is a little bit more complicated, but once you put one on and figure out the ins and outs of it, it's pretty simple. So like I said, I didn't use this kit numerous times on about 3 or 4 other bikes, and I got it, down to how the layout is that I do on every bike or whatever. But this time around, I did run into some problems. So as you can see, I got the bike on, the lights on. You can see how bright it is. I still got my light on my phone, but the lights are bright. Like this whole damn bike is lit up. So in the front fender, you got 2 strips. At the top of the fender, you got 2 strips. In the back of the fender, you got 2 pods in front of the motor. I put 2 more pods in the back, in the back right there facing out of that grill. 2 more pods behind the motor. 2 LED strips. I don't know if y'all can even see that up under the tour pack. Then you got 2 more pods in the back of the fender. And then you got the LED strips that's ran along the saddlebag rail that the saddlebag sits on. And then you got 2 more strips directly up under the bike. And then, my bad, and you got 2 more up under the gas tank. So, like I said, I installed everything like I usually do. My personal preference is I always wrap, all of the wires with this heat resistive 3M tape that I use, because the bike is already out in the elements, water, dirt, and all that. So that's the last thing you want, is for any other wires to get snagged or anything like that. And then, like I said, some of these wires are ran directly near the motor. So as you can see, like I said, that's the tape that I use, and that is heat resistant. So the wires won't burn up or nothing because of the heat. Coming, like I said, coming off the motor. But like I said, that's the layout for the whole bike. So behind the battery is a module box right here. You can't really, I don't even know if I can, you can see the end of it right there. But I got it mounted with some double-sided adhesive pads. And I got all the wiring ran out, coming out right here. Then you got the rest of his wiring that was already on the bike going to the battery or whatever. So I just had to maneuver all that. But then I got all of his connectors for everything right here behind the right side cover. So like I said, I initially hooked up everything. All the lights were working. Everything was cool. I left the lights on, because that's what I do. I just leave them on just to make sure they stay on. There's no problems with nothing like that. Like I said, everything was fine. I was out here cleaning my garage up, sweeping or whatever. All of a sudden, the lights changed colors on their own. And I was like, what the hell? So I wonder why I just did that. So I go into my phone, because I got an iPhone, so I download the app on there. But the whole thing is, I didn't even have I didn't have the app open or anything. It just changed colors on their own. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So when I went into the app, as soon as the phone connected to the module box via Bluetooth, I started changing the colors. Now, as y'all can see, that's white. That's the color white. When I started changing the colors on my phone, whatever color I went to on my phone, it wasn't putting out that color on the bike itself. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, that's crazy. So now I'm like, damn, like, okay, did I, snag a wire? Is one of the LED pods bad? I'm just, all this stuff going through my head because I'm like, damn, nah, this, I ain't gonna lie, this was a little bit more complicated because of that front fender that he has. It was a little bit more stuff I had to do to get them wires to run out of the fender, all the way, to the battery and all that. So, but I'm like, damn, I'm like, that's crazy. And then, like I said, the lights wouldn't change colors, and then after a while, the lights went all like dim, like the lights were really, really dim, like it was a short or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, man, I like just did all this, like like this crazy. So I end up taking the side covers back off. I end up pulling all of these connectors back off, troubleshooting everything. So and then the other thing is too, is that I had the front of the bike is one zone, the rear of the bike is one zone. So I had it on the dual zone feature on the separate pigtails going to the module box. So I'm like, okay, well, let me do this. Let me go ahead and I'll take it off the dual zone feature. And what I'll do is I'll put everything all in one zone. Maybe that'll, cure the problem. So I did that. So turned all the lights on with the app and everything. Everything was fine. Again, I'm out here cleaning up. I got the lights on, I'm out here cleaning up or whatever. And all of a sudden the lights changed colors again by themselves. Now this is the crazy part about this one this time is that right before I did, I took off the dual zone feature and I put it all on single zone. All the lights were bright as hell. They were all bright, everything. As soon as I turned my phone on to change the colors, that's when the lights went dim again, and then they came back on, and they were fine for a minute, and then I was cleaning up, and then they changed colors again on their own. And I'm like, what the hell? Went into my app, the app on the phone again, and they was doing the same thing as before. So I'm like, this is crazy. So I'm like, what the hell am I missing? Like I don't know, what's going on. So I'm like, because even in the troubleshoot videos that SK has on their YouTube, they'll show like, you'll know like if one pod or if a strip is messed up or whatever, like you'll actually see it. But like I done checked all these wires, all the LED strips are all the same color. Now one light on a strip is out. Now one pod is out to make it act like that. So I'm like, what the hell? So again, I'm pulling the connectors apart, doing this, doing that. So I end up plugging in one of the connectors, and the lights, that one strip was bright. It was from the back side of the bike. So I'm like, okay, like that's cool. But as soon as I plugged in another connector, the strip that I already had plugged in, it went kind of dim as far as the brightness. So then I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I unplugged the other one, and that same strip went back bright. So I'm like, yeah, something definitely wrong. So man, I ain't gonna lie, I was out here wrecking my brain. Like I said again, I didn't already put all these, pods and these strips. Got all my wires ran all neat, nice and neat, the way I do it. And I'm like, man, ain't no damn way I'm taking this kit off this bike, as long as it took me to put it on. So, so again, I'm troubleshooting. What I do is that I use my wife's phone to see if I download the app on her phone just to see if it would do the same thing as if it was doing on my phone. So when I downloaded the app on her phone, I synced her phone to the module box. Even with her phone, whatever color that I put out that I was going to on that app, it would not put out on the, it wouldn't match the color from the app going to the lights. So I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on. So what I did is I sent the actual company. They located, I think, in Springfield, Illinois, which isn't that, they ain't that far from me or whatever. Cause I'm in Indiana, but still, like, it's not that far. But I sent them a whole bunch of videos of this, of what was going on, and I'm like, man, like, I don't know what's happening with this. Like, I ain't never, as many times I didn't use this kit, I ain't never experienced this. Like, this is my first time experiencing anything like this with this kit. So, they end up emailing me back and saying that it might have been the module box might have been bad. So I'm like, okay, but I'm like, you know, is it? Me myself. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it might be the module box, but maybe it's the app also, because the other thing that I saw is that they had just did some updates on the app like a week ago. So I'm like, maybe the app is glitching or something like that. So I said, I'm telling myself, like, okay, well, there's only one way to find out. So what I did is I ordered a whole nother kit off Amazon. I took the battery out, you know, pulled the power plug though so I can get to it or whatever. And I plugged in, now this is what I didn't do. I didn't sync this module box to my phone, because when you initially plug in the lights to the, so this is the example of how the module box looks. You initially plug the power into the power cord right here that goes into the module box. This little imprint right here, you can press this and this will change the color of the lights. So when I plugged it in, all the lights came on, everything was working fine. But like I said, this is without me syncing my phone to the app. I mean, yeah, syncing the lights to the app. So I'm like, this crazy. I'm like, I didn't change none of the lights on the bike, none of the wire, all the wires the same, and all I did was just change the module box out. And like I said, I didn't sync it to my phone. So I'm like, okay, now I done found this out. So now the other test that I did is that the owner of the bike, he has an Android phone. So what I did is I had him come over here with his Android phone, and I showed him like right in front of him. I was like, man, I just want to show you this. I don't want you to think I'm BSing you or nothing. I was like, I don't know if it's this module box making these lights act crazy, or if it's if it's the actual the app itself doing this, you know. So what I did is I had him sync his phone to the new module box, and he downloaded the app, and for no lie, all the lights, everything started working normal, like how it should. Like I said, I never changed none of the lights, never changed none of the wires that was already on the bike that I installed. Everything was working normal. So I'm like, this crazy. So he was sitting right here in front of me. I said, watch this. I unplugged the new module box that had synced to his phone. I plugged in the other one that I initially got with the original kit that I bought, and I turned my phone on and synced, you know, it linked up to it or whatever. And I was like, now look at this. And he was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, all the lights was dim. I even showed him. I said, look, I said, I can't even change it. And then it got to the point the app wouldn't even let me change the colors on the app itself. I couldn't even cycle through the colors or nothing. I said, I'm tapping on the phone screen, it won't change nothing. He was like, that's crazy. So I'm like, yeah. So like I said, I was just at a standstill with it. You know, like I told him, I was like, man, I don't want to tell you that, you know, give you your bike back and tell you, oh yeah, everything is okay, when it's not, because I got to figure this out. And now the other crazy part about this is, because I'm not even gonna get to that yet, but what I think it is, like I said, they just did an app update on the app itself. or whatever. Like you can go in there now and look in the history of this show that they did an app update or whatever. So what I think it is, it's a combination of it could either be either or. Either it could be the module box, but what I really think it is, I really think it's the app. Because now what I'm getting to is that I got another bike that I did. That bike is a 2012 Ultra Classic. And all I did was go by this guy's crib and I was checking on his the bag pins, making sure they still in or whatever. To hold the saddle bags in. So I was like, man, I was like, you messed with the Underglow kit yet? And he was like, nah, man. He was like, man, I ain't really had time. So what I did is I went to the app on my phone, and went to the store, went to the colors or whatever, and everything was changed or whatever. And all of a sudden, the lights changed another color, the same thing that this damn bike did. And after that, man, the lights would not act right, and it did the same exact thing that this bike did. And me and him was standing there, and he was like, damn, he was like, what just happened? I was like, man, I don't know. I said, all I did was open the app up, and I went to the app, and I said, all I did was change the colors. And now mind me, before that, when I was doing the audio, when I was doing a whole rewire job on this other guy's bike, he came by my house about 6-7 times, to see progress and all that, which I don't care, but I wanted him to do that. But at the end of the day, he saw the LED lights that I put on there, and everything was working fine. So that's what I'm saying. Now I get to this point to, all I did was just go into the app, and all of a sudden the lights just start acting crazy. Then the other thing is too is that he has an Android phone too. So even when he went to the app on his phone, the lights just would not act right at all. So like I said, I don't know if it's a combination of because it's two different operating systems. You can't have both of them synced to the module box, or it makes it act crazy, or whatever it is. But it's definitely something. Because like I said, I done already put all these lights on this bike, and I couldn't get his bike back without it operating the correct way off the app. So luckily, like I said, this box that's on his bike now is synced to his phone. So I haven't even tried to even sync it to my phone because I don't want it to act crazy and nothing like that. But like I said, it's just this the stuff, like I tell people, some people automatically think, oh man, you trying to get over on me or whatever. And this is the back end of doing, electrical, on cars, cardio, custom installs on a bike, a car, a truck. Like this is what you run into. Like you can have a brand new damn kit, and right out the box, the kit could be, defective. But, some people understand that, some people don't. But like I said, this is what you run into, because this is not the first time that I done, ran into something like this as far as it being defective. Now, as far as using this kit, like this is the very first time with something like this happening with this kit. But like, as far as electronic being defective, like I done had amps brand new out the box, channels blown, like brand new. So I mean, it comes with it, like it's electrical. So, but yeah, like I said, everything on the bike is working fine now. Sorry about that damn cricket chirping in the background, but yeah, everything's working fine now. I even went down to the whole thing of purchasing. I ain't had a damn Android phone since like 2013. So I went ahead and I even purchased the Android phone. And as you can see, that's the app right there. And as you can see, the lights on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the app. And the other thing that I noticed with using the Android app, it's kind of a delay on changing the lights. But watch, I'm gonna do it at the same time that I click the app. You're gonna see the lights change because the app is syncing to the module box. So that's what it's supposed to do. So now as you can see, it says 1 and 2 because I got the dual zone. So as I'm changing the colors, that's zone 2 and that's zone 1 in the front. And then what I can do is I can combine them and I can put them together. So this is exactly how this app is. Like I said, on my phone, the app was glitching. Like if I go to white, and you can see that that's white, that color was like a damn light, like a dark blue or something like that. And then like if I would go to red, it'd go like to like a green or something like that. Like it was just crazy. Like nothing on it worked the way it should. So like I said, it's a dope app. Like it's got all types of like preset modes that you can go to. All types of stuff this app do. The lights do or whatever. And then if you don't want to do none of that, you just go back to the colors. And you just change it. So, like I said, it's a good damn app. I mean, the app, I'm guessing it's good, but the kit itself is a good damn kit. Like I said, it's the best kit on the market to me at this time. And then, like I said, these are, this is the actual box I had initially on the bike. This is a brand new box that SK Glow actually sent me. So you can see them, the LED strips. And then, like I said, if you press the top of here, the imprint right there, it'll change the colors. So, like I said, I think it was the app itself that was glitching, because and then the other thing that I probably think it was too is that, as you can see how this one, you can kind of see the inside of it. It's not all the way in, but that's as far as I can go. Now, if I plug the same cord into this one, it kind of went in a little bit more, but this one for some reason is a little bit more looser than when I put it in this one. It's a little bit more tighter. Like it's got a better grip. But yeah, like I said, I'm just showing this for anybody that's having problems with their kit. Like I said, before you put everything on there the right way, and and you can see, like I said, ain't nothing on here. The lights, none of them are messed up or blown. Your first bet is, like I said, either be to check the damn module box and to check and see if they got any updates on that app, because it's gonna be either or. But like I said, I really think it's the app itself, because ain't no way that, like I said, I can use the app on the Android phone, but then as soon as I go to the same app on the Apple phone, iPhone, it don't work the right way. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm just making this video to show that. And like I said, if anybody got any problems, I hope this helps. So, all right.